And yes, we're live. I'm happy to be here. It's a what kind of Sunday? Okay, it's not a freezing Sunday, but then it's still cold. But then, good evening, everyone. Has it been with you? My name is Funlola Kintola Williams. I'm the lead coach at the Informed and Reformed Teens Academy. It's an online mentorship academy for girls. We have a curriculum. We run the girls through it. We have books for sale. We have books that we use to mentor the girls, the ones we write, the ones we co-author, and the whole lot of things that we're doing in our community. So, if you know anyone that has a girl child from the ages of 8 to 18, Twitter is a place you want to refer them to so that together with you, but of course, by now you should know that I like to tell you all of the time that we're your parenting partners. We partner together with you to work on your girl, to work on your girl child, for her to become, because that is the whole essence of this journey, the journey of becoming. And then the earlier your teen girl gets on her journey, the faster she's going to get to her destination. Don't do it alone, okay? Parenting into community. Even you as a parent, you need a parenting community where you need to learn. Please don't assume this year. Don't wing your way through it again this year. We're all learning. I've never been a parent before, except the time I started. And I'm sure that you've never been a parent before as well. So don't parent on assumption. Don't parent with your head knowledge. Don't parent thinking that you know what to do. I tell you half the time. Now, I take that back. Most of the time, we're not sure of what we're doing. It's just the way we learn how to be a lawyer, we learn how to be a doctor, how we learn how to manage our finances, how we learn how to be better in our relationships. I wonder what makes us think that we don't need to learn to be a parent. So please get a community where you can learn, where you can thrive. While you're at that, give your daughters to us at Twitter Academy and they will work together. That being said, this evening we're going to be talking about something that is very general. I know by now you're thinking, is it everything that is there to my heart? When it comes to the girl child, most of it when it comes to the teenage girls, most of the things that I discuss comes from my learnings from them, comes from my own experiences, come from learnings from working in the field as well. And so when I talk about them, please do not think, oh, she's just looking for something to say. It's because I've either seen it or I've seen someone that's seen it or that's happened somewhere. So we put everything together for learning, for knowledge, and for wisdom for our girls. What are we going to be talking about today? We're going to be talking about 10 errors teen girls make and how you can help them. There are a lot, but this is the one that's most popular, that is most common, that teenage girls that they make is an error. And you know what error does? Error is when error is committed, if it's not corrected, it begins to affect somebody's journey. That's it. There is this thing that was trending, and there's something about if you're on the wrong if you're on the wrong bus and you're going to a particular place, as long as you're on that bus, you are not ever gonna get to the destination you have in mind. So the best thing to do is to up off that bus and join the right bus. And that is the same thing we're gonna be saying. That's the same thing we're gonna be trying to do this evening. What are these errors? How can you help your girls? And please don't forget to subscribe to our community. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. And as we're in the course of the teaching, if anything strikes you, of course, rush to the comment section and tell me that thing that is striking for you. That way, I know that I'm not talking to myself. That way, I know that I'm not the only person. And of course, you can come back to this same link to watch a replay using the same link. All right, let's dive into it. The first thing that girl does that is an error. It's an error on their journey of becoming. It's an error even on their journey of purpose. Number one thing, error of dishonor, especially with this generation. I have seen it a lot. Error of dishonor. What is dishonor? Dishonor is simple. Dishonor is lack of value. Dishonor is lack of regard. It is lack of respect. It is lack of tact, lack of decorum. So beyond, oh, she's rude. Oh, beyond, oh, she's this. Oh, beyond, oh, she's that. It's a whole lot more than what we think. Lack of this whole error of dishonor. And most teenage girls are falling into the error a lot. I see them a lot. I wonder what's going on. And I feel okay, this is something that we need to address. This is something that is very key. Dishonor is a disservice. If you like, if you are watching me, like, please kindly put that in the comment section. Dishonor is disservice to the person herself. That is it. When you're dishonorable, when you have no regard, when you have no value, no respect, no when you have no when there's nothing, no reverence, for people, for yourself, for other people, and for people in authority. It is a disservice to yourself. Dishonor is disservice. Teenage girls fall into this error a lot, and then we need to teach them, we need to let them know. So please don't let it slide, don't let this dishonor slide. When you begin to notice it in your girls, and you know what? Girls come up with a whole lot of things during these teenage years. A lot. They come with a lot of things. They are testing boundaries. They want to see how far they can go. They want to see what it is that you can accept from them. So please, when they are bringing on all of these things, you must be ready. Why? It's not about you. It is about where they are going. It's about where they are going. Dishonor is the service to themselves. To themselves, most importantly. Dishonor will shut doors. Error of dishonor, most teenage girls fall into it a lot, from the way they talk, and you know what, they start from the parents. I've said this over and over again, that the people that need the first beneficiary of irresponsible parenting is the parents themselves. The way they talk to their parents, and then you let it slide, and then you let it pass, and then you go like, oh, it's she that, and you go, oh, this generation. What generation? What generation does not understand that if you will not honor who you should honor, you're not about to go anywhere? What generation, and what are we saying? You're letting them get away with a lot of these things. So tell parents, it's a big error. It will slow their journey down, because you know what, this is what happens when people that are supposed to give honor to. Number, of course, honor starts from yourself anyway. Let's even go back to the conversation very well. So how is your daughter seeing herself? Because if she sees herself as somebody of worth, somebody of value, that is the same way she will see the next girl. That's the same way she will see the next adult. But how is she seeing herself? She can talk down on people because she thinks that she too, she decides to be talked down upon. But she can open her mouth and spew all sort of things because she feels that, oh, what is the big deal? After all, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And everything just keeps going down and down. So please, this is a big error on the part of teenagers. And so you, as their guardian, as their parent, as their whatever capacity you're serving them, you need to understand that when this thing shows up, please don't let it slide. Don't let it go away. Imagine this is what cost Vashti her throne. Dishonor. This is what cost her her throne. So, meaning that dishonor can actually cost thrones. That's what it means by implication. Dishonor can cost thrones. They said to her, oh, the king requires you. Yes, don't forget that this scripture is written in the context of the culture of the people. I understand that it is not in the culture of the people for them to say, it is not in the culture of that particular sort of people to say, okay, the queen is just dancing, 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 dancing. Do you understand? But the husband has called, the king has called to say, can you call Vashti for me? Can she come and do this for me? And she just feels, oh, after I'm a whole queen, or this me, or this that, I can't bring myself to that. Do you understand? Dishonor, it is the service. And then she said, oh, I'm not going to do that. And she didn't know it cost her her throne. It cost her her throne. It cost her her throne. So please, dear parents, anywhere you see dishonor, don't let it slide. Let your children, let your teenage girls, let them show themselves honor. Let them show you honor. Teach them. If your child is disrespectful, she's rude, she's whatever, don't say, oh, she will get over it. Don't. That's one of the things you must never let go. Address it. I'm not talking about not address, attack it, because you know that it will cost so much. It will cost us so much. It will cost us so much. Honor, value, reverence, deference, respect. These are things that is lacking, and is a big error on part of teenage girls. So please watch the way your girls talk, watch the way they tell. The girls in my home, I say to them, your words must always be seasoned with grace. Your era must always be edified. So it starts from their words. Don't allow any loose words. Don't allow it. They will want to try. They want to say how much they can get away with. It's okay, but it's you as the adults. I mean, it is your responsibility as an adult to do what, to keep the boundary in check and keep the boundary in place, because you know that dishonor will cost them a lot. Dishonor will cost them so much. So please, you need to, and it also bounces, it reflects on the parents. That's it. It reflects on you. For example, your teenager is in church, or she's in a social gathering, and everybody is trying to stand, and then she flares up, and then she just goes up, and up. And no one is able to say, nobody is able to check her and say, this is what you should not do. It reflects on you. It reflects on the kind of work you're doing with her. It does. It reflects on how what it is that is even important to even you as a parent. So please, they are parents of teenage girls. Between teenage, especially, they will try you. But don't let it go. I've told you to cost. Dishonor will cost a throne. Dishonor will cost a throne. Dishonor will cost her a throne. It will. Because trust me, nobody wants to associate with someone that every human being, as a matter of fact, is scriptural. The Bible says that we should not think you should not think of ourselves more highly as we ought to think. That means that you have to think of yourself at least highly. So every human being on the face of the earth wants to be honored, wants to be valued. It's even go so if you now have a teenage girl that is sassy, that can talk anyhow, that says anything to anybody, and you're saying she's gonna outgrow it. Trust me, she will not outgrow it. It's only grow us. It's only grow us. So don't let them get away with it. Don't let them get away with it. If you have to teach with stories, if you have to teach with whatever it is that you need to teach with, please do the job. Do the job. You must not raise a girl that doesn't honor people. No honor for teachers, no honor for coaches, no honor for anybody, no honor for pastors. Everybody, somebody is talking to her and she's rolling her. I wish I've had to ask my daughter, how do you even roll the eyes? They're talking to you, you're rolling your eyes. It is dishonor. So please, this is very important. It's an error that girls make, and you have to watch it. The next error that teenage girls make that you want to help them, and I've told you how to help them. You have to help them by teaching them honor, teach them how to talk, teach them how to behave, teach them even when they're angry or they are boiling or whatever. There is a way to pass the message across. Teach them emotions regulation. Teach them how to put themselves in check. Teach them all of these things. That is how to help them. The next error they commit that you need to help them about is the error of wrong discernment. Error of wrong discernment. This is another major deal breaker for girls, as it were. Can your girl discern? Can she discern when to say, I'm not following that girl again? Does your girl know when to say, no, this person is not healthy for me? Can your girl discern? Can she know? Has she gotten to the level where she's able to say, no, I can't afford to be in friendship with this person? Has your girl gotten? It's an error. Because you know what? The danger of this is that if your girl is not able to discern, she doesn't know what to follow, what not to follow, everything goes. She will just be on a journey to nowhere, just running round and round and round in circles for years, and all of the time is going. Error of wrong discernment. Is your girl able, and you have to teach her. And how do you do this? Let her be in tune with herself. Teach self-awareness early. Start teaching self-awareness early. If your girl is even 8, she can already know what it means to be self-aware. What are my strengths? What are my calls? What will I not do? What will I do? Do you understand? These kind of things. That is self-awareness. What is important to me? What matters to me? What doesn't matter? No matter the pressure, what is that thing that I will never do? So the more she's been introduced to herself, and that is good, excuse me, that's gonna go from the basis of the choices that she will be making as she grows on. So please, dear parents, it's a big error. Most girls are falling into wrong relationships. They are falling into all sort of wrong things because of this thing I'm saying to you about. And you know what? The end result is always one of regrets. That is it. The end result is always one of regret. So, dear parents, teach your girls how to discern. How? Let them be in tune with themselves. Let them practice. Let them practice mindfulness. Let them practice the act of self meditation. Let them sit by themselves. Let them be in tune with themselves. Some girls can't sit still. They can't. It's not possible. They can't sit by themselves. They have to have something doing. They have to have a phone they are pressing. They have to have something they are watching. There has to be something that is taking them away from themselves. So this is not going to help them. It will not help them because how are they going to know? How are they going to know? How I wish Dina knew that if she had following these friends in the land that God had told them not to. How I wish she knew that would have been that would have caused her to go on a journey of regret. I wish she knew. She would not have gone for that visit that day. She would rather have stayed back in her home. So many girls, so many things that happened to them because they could not discern. The friend just come say there's a party and then they have gone. The girl just say, "Oh, there's a game. Oh, we have to download it." And then she has taken her phone because she has a smartphone. And then papa, she has downloaded and then she has started playing. Oh, there's a new game in town. There's a new everything. She jumps on everything. Everything. Your girl, your child shouldn't be jumping on everything. Not everything is good for your child. Not everything is good for your teenage girl. It doesn't matter what this is not. And you know what? You know, my coach will always say. She always say that this is not a matter of right or wrong, but a matter of wisdom. A matter of wisdom. I'm not gonna let my girl is not gonna come up to me and say some things to me. She knows it's not gonna happen. And then, as we were coming from church this evening, and we were having a conversation about prom and everything, and the girls were just talking. They didn't know I was listening. Oh, when is the time for my prom? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do. And I just say, oh, really? But that's not gonna work. That's not gonna fly with me. So your girl has to know. Otherwise, she'll be jumping into everything. And you know what? For a girl that's going to make a difference, for a girl that's going to be heard on the world stage, for a girl that's going to be impactful, she can't afford to jump onto everything. That is it. So it depends on the kind of girl you're raising. What kind of child are you raising? If the child you are raising is one that will just go to school, come back, and then get a job, and then that is it, it's okay, it's fine. But if you're raising a destiny changer, you're raising a destiny answer, you're raising someone that will make a difference in the life of our generation, then she can't afford to jump on every trend, every challenge, everything. She's just there. What's that? You can't afford. It's so expensive for you. You can't afford that. So your girl has to know wrong discernment. She has to know. Is it wrong? So should I now say now that the error of non-discernment now, or should I put it error of non-discernment or error of wrong discernment? Your girl has to be able to know. And how will she know if she's not in tune with herself? If she's not in tune with her personality? And that's what's going to help her. Let her write down her thoughts. Yesterday something happened between my girl and I. And when we're done with everything, I say, you know what, go and sit down, go and write. Go and reflect. That's the way to connect with yourself. Even as adults, how many of us have connected with ourselves? So if you have not really connected fully with yourself as an adult, how are you going to help your girl? How are you going to teach your girl to do the same? Wrong discernment or non-discernment, whichever one you want to put it, it's a big error that girls fall into. Your girl shouldn't be in every friendship. Your girl shouldn't be in every outing. Your girl shouldn't be in every gathering. Your girl shouldn't be in everywhere. You can't be here. You can't be so. Your girl can't be just porous. That's what I mean. She can't be porous. She's everywhere. All the birthday parties in town, she's there. Oh, it's my daughter's friend. Oh, it's my daughter's. What is it? What is it? What is it? Your child can't afford to be everywhere. You can't afford to be everywhere. You can't. Because how is she gonna connect with herself? How is she gonna find herself? How is she gonna find what works for her when she's jumping from one place to the other? Then she jumps into the wrong crowd too. It's an error. It's happening too much. And we have to be careful. We have to teach them. Teach your girl how to connect with herself. Teach your girl how to connect with her maker. Teach your girl how to connect with the being inside. Because you know what? Any girl that has a sense of connection with herself will not be easily pressured. Please, if you are here watching me live, please put that in the comment section. Any girl that has a sense of connection with herself will not be easily pressured. That's the truth. Any girl or every girl that has a sense of connection with herself will not be easily pressured. And you know that the bane of girls, this is this pressure of the thing. This pressure, this unnecessary pressure. That is a challenge that most girls are going through. So if your girl is connected, deeply connected with herself, she knows who she is, she understands her personality, she knows what matters to her, what really is important to her. If she does, there's some things you don't have to preach. There's some battles you don't have to fight. By virtue of the fact that your girl has been able to connect with herself. So you have to understand, it's an error. Girl falls into the law. You need to help your girl. The next error that girls fall into is the error of secrecy. This one, let me be honest with you. This one, I suffered from it, and trust me, it was not palatable. Yeah, I was still saying to my mom, I said, "Mom, I wish that I'd said this. I wish I was just saying, I said, Mom, I wish that I'd said this to you before it escalated to this level." So this is something that happened, and I didn't like that it happened. Trust me. Error of secrecy. Girls can be so secretive. Girls can be so secretive. Girls can be so secretive. She's hiding who her friends are. She's passwording her phone. You have no access to. If the phone you bought for your girl, you don't know the password, and then you are comfortable with that. But she can open your own phone. Secrecy is the bane of most girls. Girls have done a whole lot of things that their parents have now. When the parents now got to them, they were wondering what happened. What happened? What happened? It's an error. Secrecy. Then now this comes back to us as parents. I begin to wonder, I begin to ask myself now. So if my daughter were to be hiding from me, what will make my daughter hide from me? What? Who remembers Adam and Eve in the garden? And then they were hiding from God. Why? They were afraid. That is it. So what is my parenting style? What is my parenting style? That my daughter is afraid of me. So I think that is a question that we should ask ourselves this evening. Why is your daughter afraid of you? Why is she running from you? Why can't she walk to you and say, "Mommy, I messed up"? You know what? In my own story, will I say I was afraid or I was ashamed? I'm not even sure. I think I was ashamed. Like, oh, mom thought I will do better. But please, for you, for parents now, let your teenage girl understand that no matter what, I've said to my guest severally, the only place that you will come, that there will be no condemnation after Jesus. Please come to me. No matter what you have done, no matter what you have done, there will be no condemnation. Your daughter has to feel that secure. Your daughter has to feel that connected with you. Because this secret thing that we're saying, if you know what girls have done, what has been shrouded in secrecy, even you'll be wondering, you wonder whether it's the same world that you grew up in. Girls are struggling a lot. Things that have you not seen a lot of? There's a group I belong to on Facebook, and then they say it's a group of females, so young females, old females, young teenage girls. You're a female, just you're welcome. Come and see the load of chat. Come and see the load of anonymous chats from young girls, 19, 16, 19, 20, and what are they asking? Heavy stuff, heavy matters, heavy matters, and they're saying, please hide my identity. At 20, at 19, she's already saying, hide my identity. There's problem. And then they say, I don't want my mommy to know. I don't want my mommy to know. I don't want my daddy to know. It's an error. So please, this rests on the table of parents the most. What manner of what parenting style are you adopting that is making your daughter feel, I don't want you to know? She doesn't want you to know. And if you even manage to get her to a coach, she will be kneeling down to beg the coach, please don't tell my mommy. Please don't tell my mommy. So how are you going to get, how's she going to get help? Is that your shame? Is that she thinks, oh, my mommy will shame, or my mommy will judge, or my mommy will criticize, or whatever it is. So please, you have to what's it now? You have to go and look at your parenting approach again. I have to go and look at your parenting approach again, so your daughter is not taken away from you right under your nose. Because girls are going through a lot, and then their parents are not even aware. Please trust me on this. Girls are going through a lot and their parents are not even aware. It's an error. How much wisdom can a 18-year-old, 19-year-old muster when it comes to serious life issues? I'm not downplaying the fact that your daughter should be able to take some certain decisions. What I'm just saying is that whatever that is going on in the life of your child part time, you should be aware. You should be aware. How? And you're not going to force that awareness out of her. It's not going to be a forced, you're not going to force her and say, come and sit down and talk to me now. Of course, she'll look at you and like, you don't know what you're talking. So that's not going to work with her. But it's going to work on the table of connection. The secrecy will be taken away on the table of connection. The secrecy, the shroud of secrecy will be taken away on the altar of connection. How connected are you with your child? How safe does your child feel with you? Is your child safe with you? Or your child is in a constant flight mode? Some of us are not aware. We're not aware, but our kids are in a constant flight mode. They're constantly watching themselves, constantly watching what they say, constantly watching their utterances, constantly watching. They're constantly watchful around you. How are you going to get into the heart of your child? And I've said to us severally, what you're seeking to connect, it's the heart of your child that you're seeking to reach. There's a book on that. What's that book now? Is it Winning the Heart of Your Child? Yes, Winning the Heart of Your Child. There's such a book. So what you need to do is to reach the heart of your child, because that is where the seat of emotion is. For some of us, if your daughter is in constant flight mode around you, please, I challenge you, go and review your parenting journey. Constant flight mode, or she's constantly defensive around you. By the time your child is constantly defensive around you, you should know that something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. Too many girls are confused. Too many girls they're living right under the parents' roofs, and then the parents have no idea what's going on in their lives. I have so many of them, trust me. I work with so many of them. Say, Mommy, don't tell my mom. I say, hey, I say, my love, we're gonna have to tell her. We're gonna have to tell her. Because if we don't tell her, well, I may not be able to help you the way I should help you. And true to type, the kids are never wrong. By the time you say to the parents, you hear, hey, what do you mean? Hey, how dare you? And then, of course, that's why. That's why. Secrecy. Girls harbor a lot of things in their hearts. Something happened. Something happened, something happened. And then my daughter was just talking to me about it 1 whole year later. So I'm sharing this with you because in case you're thinking, oh, you're connected, you're cool, please still review it. It's good that you're connected, but still review it. And do you know what that taught me? That taught me that was when she felt comfortable enough to share it with me. So what if it is something that was a matter of life and death? I sat myself down, I called myself by my name, and I said, okay, what do we need to adjust? What do we need to work on? And then I started again. That's what I did. I didn't say, how dare you hide it from me for so long? How did it? No, I didn't say any of those things. I reviewed myself by myself. I gauged myself. I put myself on scale, and I knew what my score was immediately. And don't forget, this is your journey. It's not a journey of perfection. No, it's not. It's just a journey, a daily journey into what? Into getting better. All right. So please note this. It's an error that most girls fall into. The next error that girls fall into is error of choosing down. I'll explain what I mean. Error of choosing down. Below our intellect. Below our values. I think I should just use that word. Choosing down. Below our values. I have been on this table and I know what it cost me. So when I say these things, I don't say it to make sure that you can be scared, but so that you can know that it is a possibility for your girl to choose below her value. Trust me, it's a possibility for your girl to choose below her value. So how do you help her? How do you help her not to choose below her value? Please constantly work on these things with her. Choosing down, error of choosing down. Girls do it a lot. I'm sure we have seen adults that they were saying to themselves that, oh, I wish I didn't, I wish I didn't have this relationship. I wish I didn't do this particular thing. You must have seen one or two others that said that to you. So what's that? That's choosing down. Error of choosing down. And I'll just the best way I could put this across is when you choose below your values. How are you going to help your girl? Let your girl know that our values are untradeable. You can't trade it with any other things. I've said it to us. Once you have a girl that is 10 years, please, can she craft her values by herself? Outside of the family values that all of you believe in, can she have her own moral compass? Can she have her own guide? Can you go through it with her? And begin to sing the song. For example, if there's any song I'm singing now, it is the song that, see, you know what? When it comes to dating, this is what it is for, and it is until this time. So we're not choosing down. We're not choosing down. It's not pride. It is not pride. It is preservation of destiny. It is. So please, it's an error. Girls choose down. You know what? Girls have done it. Girls are doing it. And if we don't um get up to the task, girls will keep doing it. So many adults are regretting choices that they made now. But can we correct this in our girls? Can your girl not choose below her value system? Whatever it is, I don't care whatever it is. Can she not choose friends below her value system? Can she not choose can she not choose relationship with other people below her value system? Can she not choose partners below her value system? Whatever your girl is going to be doing, can she not choose below her value system? Choosing down. That's what they call choosing down. You come down. You've been raising a girl. You've been raising a girl to believe this way, to believe this way, to think this way, to think this way, to go this way. And then one day, suddenly she just veers off. It's an error. Because why? It will slow her journey down. Can two work together? So your girl must never choose down. Never. 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 Everything you have to do, you must ensure. And how are you going to ensure? You're going to ensure by making them understand that these values, I already said it, they are untradeable. No, like for example, there's some things that I can never, if you like, bend me forward, bend me backward, bend me right, bend me left. What I'm saying is what I'll still be telling you. Do you understand? You have to get to that level for your girl. It has to get to the level that your girl knows that this thing, we're not what's that word now, how was it used, that we are not afraid to answer you in about these matters. Your girl has to get to that stage. I'm not afraid to answer you about these matters. If it is this one, there is no going back. Your girl has to have that level of conviction. You know what, she's not going to have it when you are babying your mama here. It's going to have it when you keep making the conversation a core. These things, there has to be some things that she must never go below. Choose down. Choosing down is a destiny killer. Trust me. Choosing down is a destiny killer. Because the way a girl is wired, the way a girl is structured, what she needs is somebody when she's choosing, at least in choices, in values, and everything, you should choose people that are on the same wavelength. And that's the least minute. That's the least she can do. And then the worst she can do for herself is not choose someone she can look up to. Relationship that she can learn from, people that can help her grow, relationships that can bring her up, elevate her, then she now begins to fly. But any step down is a step into the ditch. A choosing down, if you're watching me live, please put in the comment section. A choosing down for a girl is a lodge in the ditch. Any choosing down for a girl is a lodge in the ditch. Please, if parents are going to be honest and truthful, a lot of them will tell you what they've done and they wish that they didn't do. Oh, I've made some choosing down myself, so I know what it means. I know how it feels. Oh, trust me. So, but can we rewrite this story? Can we change these things? Can we help our girls do better? Please, let your girl. I know what they ask, and how do you help them to avoid this error? Let them understand. It is very simple. Keep, Yoruba they will say that a Muslim will have been teaching his or her child how to say the prayers from since baby. So as early as the age they are right now, let them understand that there's some things that you can't wait. There's no twisting. We're not thinking it. You're not trying to rationalize. It's just not going to happen. Your girl has to have something like that. That means there has to be something that you're not going to shit your grand for. That's exactly what I'm trying to say to you. Otherwise, she will choose down. And you know what? All it takes is choose down on one. The moment you choose down on one, it is easy to keep choosing down. And the more you choose down, the deeper you go into the lodge, into the ditch. And then the deeper you go into the ditch, the harder it is to come up. I'm sure some of us can relate to what I am saying. So it's an error. Your girl must never choose down. In terms of relationship, girlfriends, whatever, values, whatever that matters, your child must never choose down. At most, at the lowest, she must choose at par. Then at the highest, she must choose people that will pull her, relationships that will pull her, people that will pull her, thinking that will pull her, associations that will pull her. That's what she should do. That's when your daughter can fly. But when she chooses down, she goes into the lodge, into the ditch rather. I'm sure you don't want that for your girl. So please, it's an error. Teach them. Let them understand. There's some things that right now you can't bring to me. It can't enter. They call it indoctrination. They call it whatever name. But is this it? Is it, as long as it is right? Please don't misunderstand me. As long as it is right. Your daughter must never have she must never vacillate, she must never alt between two opinions when it comes to some things. Your daughter must never alt between two opinions. Should I, when I get to university or when I get to secondary school, should I do corpus life? Should I not do corpus life? Those kind of things should not be negotiable. I just use that one as an example, because that's the one. When it comes to girls, these are the things that bothers them the most. Boys, 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 boys. The other must never think, should I try? Should I try the drink? Should I try the act? Should I not try? She must never have to. She must never have to. Your daughter must never have to think, oh, should I pierce my butt? Is it my butt? Is it my stomach I should pierce? Or is it my nose? Or is it? She must never have to think of those conversations. When there are higher things to think of, when there are higher things to meditate upon. So that's what I'm getting trying to get. Those choices are choosing down. As far as I'm concerned, or whatever it is that choosing down means for you. That's choosing down. A girl that's going to make impact and then she's thinking whether she should sleep in the boys' house or she not sleep in the boys' house in school. That's choosing down already. So please begin to walk the walk now. Begin to walk the walk now before she leaves your home. So that by the time she goes out there and then she's making the choices, she's not choosing that. The next error that girls enter into is the error of myopia. Oh God. Short-sightedness. Of course, you know what I mean. Error of myopia. Girls don't know how to see. Yeah. You have to teach your girl. Your girl must know how to see. How? You have to see for her first. It's an error. That's why a girl, everything should be thinking about all her days because I don't have a boyfriend yet, then my life has ended. That's why what the only preoccupation. That's why she'll be writing anonymous posts. Oh, I don't have a boyfriend. Everybody has a boyfriend, and you are wondering what's going on. She has not seen herself. She has not seen herself. And please don't say to me that, oh, my daughter is still small. Oh, my daughter is still small. Please don't say that to me. My last physical hangout with my girls, I had a girl of 10-year-old that was telling me of a friend that had a boyfriend. So please don't bring that to my table. I'm telling you of like 3 years ago, my physical angle, physical. I start with my girls and then we were talking. I had a 10-year-old there at that meeting, and she was saying to me that our friend had a boyfriend. She was just 10. The part of the world that I am, if you're 16 or I'm not sure that 13 or 16, you could go to the pharmacy, you could ask for contraceptives, and then you could say to the doctor, to the pharmacist or the doctor that please, you could enter into confidentiality agreement and say to them, do not let my mommy know or my daddy know that I've come to ask you for contraceptives. If you do that, I'm going to sue you. So don't come to me and say, oh, what is she talking about? If that's not myopia, I don't know what it is. Because by the time a girl will not see beyond, I've talked about the physicality of the girl's body a lot. If your girl will not see beyond, she'll not see beyond her breasts. She'll not see beyond her bum. She'll not see beyond her nails. She'll not see beyond her everything, the physicality. That's the only thing that she sees. Myopia. She will not see the strength, the woman inside. She will not see the kind of things that she's capable of. You're the one to help her. Help her see. Show her people. Please. Show your daughters people to watch. Women that have done amazing things. Women that are doing amazing. That is how to cure this. Inspire them. Open their eyes. Let the eyes of their understanding be flooded with light. Open their eyes to what is possible. Open their eyes to the possibility to what is possible, to what they can achieve. Please, don't limit your daughters. Don't limit them. You limit them when you say when you put so much emphasis on the physicality of their bodies. You limit them. You limit them when all the time the only thing they think about is how they look, how they feel, everything is limited. That's an error. Myopia. Have you seen her as the next best person in certain field, depending on her strength, depending on her capability? Then how are you going to help her? Begin to help her build that strength. Whatever you are seeing in her now, begin to help her build it. Begin to help her build it. That's how to help her. That's how she will not fall into that error. So that sometimes when they're looking at her and say, oh, she's so beautiful. She's not. It's like, oh, she's loved. But she doesn't understand what they're saying, because what is burning in her heart is more than what they're talking about. It is not pride. It is not pride. It is you placing your daughter where she belongs, and you're the one to help her. Help her before she begins to help her grow. Help her. Put her in communities, put her in trainings, put her into places where she can see possibility. Possibilitize the mindset of your girl. If you're watching me live, please put that in the comment section. Possibilitize the mindset of your girl. Let your girl know what's possible. Because you know what? There's nothing that is impossible. But your girl's seeing it. Or the other thing she's seeing is, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're so... No. There's more to your girl than her physicality. There's more to your girl than how she looks. There's more to your girl than how, the clothes she wears and all of that. There's more to your girl. There's so much more to your girl. So please open her eyes. Open her eyes. Help her cure the myopia. Cure the short-sightedness. So that she's not bothered about the mundane things that the other girls are just grappling with. So that your girl is flying. The academy that my daughter, because of course I can't mentor my daughter, somebody else is mentoring my daughter for me. So the academy, I volunteer there, and then the girl, the daughter of the coach, I watch her metamorphose. I'm telling you, I watched that metamorph. I'm like, whoa. In just how long? And she just sat up. And that's told me that once a girl sits up, come on, she's ready. And you know what? Half of your talks, half of your headache is gone. Why? Because there's a target. Have you seen a girl with a laser focused target? So she's not bothered by all of the mundane things that, you know, is an error. Help your daughter. The next error that girls fall into is the error of slothfulness. Oh, slothfulness. Being lazy is an error. Nobody, nobody will stand amongst kings if they are slothful. It's scripture. Nobody will ever stand among kings if they are slothful. Let's check the people that we are looking up to. If they are slothful, will they be there? Let's ask ourselves these things. If they are slothful, tell them to do something, it take forever to produce results. This is February. Ordinary 3 page of the book for the whole of January. No, nothing has happened. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. Excuses, excuses, excuses. It's an error. She'll never deliver on all of the things that she should if she continues in that manner. Who's going to help her? It's you now. It is you. It's on your table again. Let there be targets. Let there be rewards. Let there be targets. Let there be rewards. That's what to do. It's an error. Girls want to, by nature, a girl wants to just laze about. But by now, we've been here long enough to know that life is not for people it's not for layabouts. I've seen people that have achieved it, and by the grace of God, I've been privileged to be close to people that have achieved things. And none of them ever told me that they achieved it by being slothful. None of them ever told me they achieved it by being lazy. None of them ever told me they achieved by being complainers. I was talking to one of my mentees. I said, don't complain to me again. Don't complain again. Move. That was just yesterday. I said, move. Don't complain again. Don't tolerate it in your girls. They come to you whining. They come to you whining, complaining, and then you're saying, oh, yeah, and then you're looking for a way out for them. They will never occupy like that. They will never. Every time they bring something that is not comfortable, you're looking for a way out. You're looking for an escape route. They will never. It will not happen. It will not happen. It will not happen. So please, don't allow for too much complaint. They want everything soft, soft, easy, easy. See, the things that happen, oh God, the things that happened in the last 2 years, my daughter and I were had to brace up. When I mean brace up, really brace up. Really, really brace up. And this was the guy I was bringing from soft, 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 easy, easy, easy. Well, we braced up. This is where we are. Let's move. You can't afford to be slack. So please, please, it's an error. And you know what? The problem is, if you let her get away with all of these things, she begins to develop that entitlement mindset. That's what happened. That is a killer. By now, we know that entitlement mindset is a killer. She begins to think, oh, everybody owes us something. What's that? We know that nobody owes you anything. You want something, you go after it. You want something, you work for it. You want something, go after it. This is when you do that. That's when people will now rise up. That's when they were going to rise. They're not going to rise up. Imagine if David had said, oh, God had told me, oh, I'm going to be king. And then that's all he done. He will be there. He will just be there. But it was when he started contending for the throne, striving for the throne. The King Saul was chasing after. Then that was when people now raised, that was when helpers now arose. They came to him by themselves. They said, oh, you know what? We're going to help you. So please don't condone slothfulness. Don't condone it. You've given them a choice this morning. You came back, then they have not done it. Please impose strict consequence. Please do. Impose strict consequence so that they will know it's an error. Let them not grow up thinking, oh, I learned a long time ago that what you can do for your girl, what you can do to help them is prepare them for the way. You can't prepare the way for them. So you can't always take every obstacle out of their way. It's not gonna work that way. Life doesn't work that way. But how prepared are they? So that even when the obstacle comes, they don't fall yakata, they don't fall, they don't just, that's what you do. So please don't take did you get to where you have been by being slothful? Is that how you got to where you are? Is that how you got the result that I've been able to get? So why do we say things like, oh, I don't want them to suffer? Who's saying that they are suffering? You're toughening your child up. You are getting her ready. You're getting her prepared. You say you are suffering. I don't understand what you mean. I got to a point in my life I had to, because of my circumstances, I had to make a decision that, oh, this girl, you're going to be going to school by yourself. You come back, nothing will happen to you, nothing. Do you know what? In the time that she started doing that, our street savviness increased, our social awareness increased. I could see it. If I've been doing, who help me, and I'm doing one by one, I'll just be there. I'll just be there. It's the same thing. So please, it's an error. It's an error. Slothfulness, don't allow it for your girls. The next error girls fall into error of inconsistency. Girls that are sitting, they are chairmen, chairwomen on this table. Even my own daughter there is sitting on it. You do something once, then they stop. I ask them, why are you not doing this again? Say, oh, mommy, I just lost interest. What's that? It's an error. Please, whatever they start, please ensure they finish it. I don't care how long it takes them. As long as they finish it, they will pick the lesson. It's an error. Inconsistent. Have you seen a man unstable in all his ways? Like water is unstable. Oh, we're not imagine him. Okay, let's use this live webinar I keep doing. And today I say, I'm not sure I will come. I'm not sure I will come. Whether today I will come, tomorrow I will not come. What's he gonna conclude? That she's not serious. She doesn't know what she's doing. It is the same thing. It's the same way. So when it's convenient, when it's not convenient, when it's easy, when it's not easy, you show up. Isn't that how life has been for you? So why are we trying to excuse our daughters? The things that have strengthened us, the things that have toughened us, things that have made us being able to stand. Why are we shielding our girls away from it? Why are we shielding them? Why are we protecting them from the world? You can't do that. You can't be here forever. You can't be here forever. I say to my daughter all the time, I say, everywhere you get to, they must know that a woman has raised you. I say it to her all the time. So you can't get to somewhere and then your impact is not felt. What is that? You can't get to somewhere. She and her cousins in church, I make them do most of the chores. When the other kids are doing church, I say, you take this, you take that, you take it. And papa, before you know it, everywhere is clean. We have gone home. I mean, I am grooming them. And I said to her, I said, never be afraid to serve. Never frown your face to serve. Never complain about service. Anywhere you see service, just serve. And I show them, I say, look at me, I have served and I'm still serving. I've served my parents, I've served my siblings, they watch this stream. I've served my mom, I've served my elder sister, I've served my younger sister, I have served my friends, I have served. I am still serving. That hasn't killed me. I have served. In professional level, I served. I have served. So all of that has added to me. All of that has shaped me into the woman I have become. And all of that has helped me. When I was pummeling, it has helped me stand. So please don't allow them to be doing like a baby that's still learning to walk. Don't allow them. They will try it with you. They will try it. You don't allow it because you know that is not how the works out. I have learned lessons in consistency from people, and I'm like, from me, you still have a lot to learn. I still have a lot to learn. So let your daughter start early. It's an error for somebody to be inconsistent. Nobody's going to commit to you. That's the word. That's the problem. Nobody will commit anything of worth to you. Nobody will commit anything of value to you because they're not sure. They're not sure whether you'll be there today. Tomorrow you have gone. You are doing like Nigerian electricity up and down. So please let your daughters understand this. It's an error for them to be inconsistent. And how do you help them? Please help them in bits. Let them start from finishing what they start. Anything they start, any project, whatever it is, whether small, whether big, then let them start. Let them commit to finishing. Let them commit to finishing. Let them commit. The more they do that, they're getting better. They're getting strengthened. They're getting, more resilient. The next error that girls fall into, error of dwelling in mistakes. I've been here too. Like it looks as though this evening is an evening of confession. I've been here too, dwelling in mistakes. It's an error. You just be there. You're not going to move. Don't be so hard on yourself. Your daughters, teach them not to be too hard on themselves. When they make mistakes, have they truly learned from it? Then let them stand, let them move. Because if they dwell in it, oh, I didn't do this well. Oh, I didn't do that well. I should have done this one. I should have done that one. They would not move. This life is for movers. The life is for movers. They need to move. Pick the lessons, pick the lessons, pick the teachings and move. Pick the lessons, pick the teachings and move. You must keep saying this thing into their ears. Error of dwelling in mistakes. Don't let them. Don't be too hard. Let your love be. Let your love be. Let your daughter be covered in your love. The love that overlook that pardons mistakes, that learns from mistakes, that teaches through mistakes. So don't bash them. That's the word I'm trying to say. Don't bash them. Don't bash them. Oh, how dare you? Oh, you are too. No, you're bashing. That's bashing. Don't bash them. I know these things are hard. I know why. It is hard because our emotions. So if you have to control your emotions, as you see me like this, I have registered again for emotions intelligence training again. I have, because I know that I need it on my journey. So it's going to help you. Register for trainings. These are the things to do. Don't bash your daughter. Your daughter has made a mistake. She knows. I saw something. There's something about when people are not doing well, they know. So when your daughter is falling below expectation, she knows. She doesn't need your bashing then. She needs your love. She needs your blanket. She needs your support. Pick the lessons. Together you move. Because if she dwells, so how you can help her not to do it in a error is what I've just taught you. I've been telling you the errors and then what to do. So I'm not just telling you and then just leaving you on a limbo. No. Your daughter is struggling with this. This is what you can do. The next thing you want to do to help your girl, error of second guessing. Am I good enough? Am I good enough? Did I say it well? I am still on this table. Yes, I say it's an evening of confession. Yeah. Did I do it well? Did I not do it well? Did I do it well? Did I not do it well? It's an error. Please. You can't keep second guessing yourself and saying, see, turn out products. No. Because that second guessing will turn into that, and that will kill that dream. Simple. The second guessing will turn into doubt, and the doubt will stifle the dream. Will stifle the dream. It's not going to happen. If I was second guessing, my second book wouldn't come out. Because at that point in my life, I wasn't in a place where I was sure I could. But I said, okay, can I do this? Okay. And I got accountability partners. Okay, by this one, I want to have done this one. I want to have done this one by this time. And we moved, and then we moved. And now we're on to the next project. That's how life moves. Error of second guessing. It will not help your daughter. So how are you going to help her overcome this error of second guessing? Can you begin to build that competence? Yeah. That is what causes second guessing. Build that competence. Oh, do I speak? Do I stammer? Then help her. I'm not going to stammer. Oh, I don't know how to say this. So teach her. Oh, I don't know how to do this. Then teach her. A second guessing comes from sometimes lack of preparation. That's what I have realized. It sometimes comes from lack of preparation. But if you are prepared, I understand the last minute jitters and all of that, but that's just what it's going to be last minute. But by the time you find yourself doubting so hard, doubting so much, you want to go back and prepare better. Simple. Go back and prepare better, and of course, surround yourself with right company, people that believe. So who is your daughter? I've told you what kind of community is your daughter in. Put your daughter in community. It's going to help them. It's going to challenge them. It's going to support them. It's going to help them. So that's what to do when you find your daughter's and also when your daughter is constantly second guessing, please check her environment. What are you saying to her? What are you saying to her? Are you telling her that, or are you making her feel she's not good enough? Is she feeling secure? Because sometimes most of these things come from the home. That's the truth. For example, let me give you an example. Your daughter is learning to read now. She hasn't. She might. Or for example, let me say she's struggling to read, and then she's actually reading it. She's struggling, and then you go. She's struggling, and then you go. What is it? Can't you do better than that? You're gonna make her doubt herself even more. Do you understand? Well, that's one approach. Another approach is you see her struggling, and you be like, oh, okay, can we do it together? And that's a very powerful bonding tool for you and your daughter. Whatever your daughter is struggling in, you can turn it into a connection tool for the two of you. That's just a tip. You can turn it into a connection tool for the two of you. Do it together. The more you do it together, the better she becomes, and the better she becomes, you find out that in a matter of in no time, her second guessing disappeared. And the next time she's talking, you're like, oops. Again, what is the environment of your daughter? Is the environment supportive, or you're the one bashing her? You're not even aware that you're bashing your daughter. Some of us do it subtly. You don't know that you're doing it, but we do it notwithstanding. Don't bash your daughter. Don't be too hard on her. After all, she's just coming. Don't bash her. Don't bash her. Pump her with confidence. Pump her. Pump her. Let other girls be intimidated. I'm telling you. You don't want to know something that you don't even want to know. Pump her. Let her confidence. Oh God. But of course, it's not just be just confidence. With the confidence, had competence. So the more she does that, the more the second guessing disappears. Because I told you, second guessing a lot of times comes out of lack of preparedness. If you're second guessing too much, it's just saying that probably you need to go back to the drawing board. And I also mentioned about getting the right community. Be your daughter's greatest cheerleader, the greatest. So much so that she will be the one selling confidence to the other girls. Yeah. Then finally for tonight, the last another error is error of process jumping. They want to fly. They want to fly before they walk. Girls do that a lot. Error of process jumping. That's why your daughter will come to you and say, Mommy, I want iPhone 15. And she's in SS2. I need to start running your tasket for iPhone 15 for an SS2 girl. I'm breaking the page. That you'll be running your tasket. What are you teaching her? She, if she works, could she afford an iPhone 15? It's an error. It's a big one. And parents are the most guilty. What she can afford, what she can't do, but because don't want her to feel bad. You're not ice cream. Please. This country that we sorry, where I am, by virtue of the system and everything, it makes it it wants to make it impossible for your child not to have a mobile phone, an Android or a smartphone or whatever phone. But I looked at mine, I said, this child, if I do this, it's gonna finish the work of self-regulation I'm trying to do. Then I thought an intentional parent is a thinking parent, and I thought to myself, how can I circumvent this thing so that I don't fall into this bandwagon? And I found a way out, honestly. And everybody is fine. We're good. Honestly, we are very good. We are very good. And even to a point that let me not even tell you about that was between me and her. So please, process jumping. Let me tell you what you're doing. When you're process jumping for your daughter, you are telling her that she has you're telling her that it is true that this thing can actually happen. So the time that you're not able to provide, she's wondering, she doesn't understand because you've already spoken with two sides of your mouth. Process jumping is an error. Please don't don't make your daughter become so focused on the materialistic side of life, so much so that she begins to miss the lessons. Process jumping. Sometimes some of us will go because we want our daughters to feel among. Then we'll go and buy that expensive, overly expensive that we cannot afford. It's an error. Please buy what you can afford. Then you begin to pay it instrumentally. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. You're still paying for one dress. What is the problem? She's such a child. Next year, she will not remember. She will not remember what she was. I've said this a lot of times because it's true. Process jumping. What are you teaching her? You're teaching her that, you know what, this is how life works. Is that how life works? Then because the next time when you can't afford to do that for her, she begins to look for other shortcuts. Not knowing that you're the one that introduced, you open the door to shortcuts. You open the door to shortcuts. Don't cheat yourself like that. Don't cheat yourself. You're cheating yourself. You're cheating your daughter. Don't. Do what you can afford. Do what's comfortable. You are not here to please your daughter. You're not here to do everything that she wants. No. You can't keep. Ice cream. Ice cream. So please help your daughter. Do you know when? It is for when she leaves your home. So that she learns to be contented in whatever it is that she has. She learns to make do. That's the word. And nobody will even know that she's making do. Look at me. See, I've had to make do for years. I've had to make do. I've had to make do. I've had to make do. And you know what? If I never open my mouth to say to you that I'm making do, you're never gonna know. No, not once. Not once. And I lie not before God. So what is it? What is the stress for? What is the stress for? It's an error. Don't cheat your daughter in that manner. Please. So that when the time now comes for her to really now, do all of the flex, it will be done natural, easy. So that she doesn't have to go to school and go and be looking for one man to finance her lifestyle. You don't want to raise that kind of girl. Don't do shortcuts for your daughter. I hope I didn't bring the table too much this evening. We'll be stopping here today. I talked about 10 things, the errors they fall into, what you can, how you can help them. I've mentioned it: dishonor, wrong discernment, secrecy, choosing down, myopia, slothfulness, inconsistency, dwelling in mistakes, second guessing, and finally process jumping. So those are errors that girls fall into, and I've explained to you how you can help your own daughter to avoid such snags. All right, we'll be drawing the curtain for today, and I hope that has been worth your time. Don't forget, if you have not bought my latest book, My Family and I, it's for your girl. If you have not bought it, it's on Amazon, it's on Seller. Please do yourself a favor, and while you are doing that, buy the first one as well. Yes, and then we're cooking something together again. I'm excited already, because you know what? If it's about your girl, my hand, my leg, my nose, everything about me is in there. Thank you for joining me. I don't take it for granted. I'll be here again next week. God sparing our lives. Thank you. God bless you, and bye bye.